Hello, all. This is Poet Spice, Jamie Lola Tallulah, and I am here to do another tutorial for the Gorjuss Girl die. So, if you have this die, this one here, it's a Gorjuss Girl die. Love her. I have the big, huge stamp. I'm like, oh. I'm going to show you how to put this die together. Now, I'm going to take it out of the package. I cut it down. And I'm going to give you a couple of tips. First, what I would do is go ahead and cut all your pieces out of white. So that's what I did here. I cut each piece once and cut it out of white. Then I went through and labeled each piece as to what layer it was and what color it should be. Okay? That way you can play with it and whatever, so forth. And you'll have it in your pack anytime you need it. Okay? So this is what she looks like, minus the little seat that she's sitting on. And so we're going to put her together. First off, you have all these dies. So you are going to cut them, like I said, in white. And now I've cut them in colors. So this is the background of the hair. So this piece you want to cut in your hair color. I'm going to use black, so I have black. I'm going to put that first. Then you want to cut this piece, which is your base piece, and you want to cut it in your skin color. So there is that piece. Okay? And so we're going to have that laid there. You also want to cut this piece here in a skin color. Okay? So you have that. So this. Now, you want to do this piece here in your hair color. So whatever you cut this piece, you're also going to cut this die. So here you have that. Okay, and I'm just going to lay them out like this in the background and show you. Next, you want to cut this piece. Now this layer here is going to give you the color for her little pantaloons. So whatever color you want her little underpants to be, that's the color you cut. So in this case, I cut mine in this blue. Okay, so her underpants here are going to be in blue. So I've got that put down there. This is her the over top of her dress. Okay, so the outside of her dress, you want that colored. And then this little piece here is a weird little piece. This is actually the underskirt that you would see the bottom when you sit down. So this color, this piece here and this dress, you want to be cut out of the same thing. So there's that one. And I've cut that little weird piece here the same as the dress. Okay, so I've got those two. And then the last things I need to do are this little piece here, which is the little tassel or ties, and this piece here is the headband. Okay, so once you have all those pieces, then we can go ahead and assemble her. So she will turn out to look like this. Is she not cute? Oh my gosh. I so love these Gorjuss girls. They're so fabulous. Okay, so there you see her all layered up, and then I'll show you how to do it. So first, you want to take this die, which is her hair, and you want to take this full base, which is the skin color. Go ahead and put some glue on the head portion. Put glue on the head portion. And then line it up using the points at the top. So those points here will line up with that, which is basically her headband. So go ahead and glue those together. All right. And get them to line up. And I'm using wet glue. It gives you more time to line things up. Okay. So it looks kind of funny because you're like, oh my. Whatever. But there's her hair, and then there's that first layer. Okay. Now, the next thing you want to put on is that weird little piece here, because this is her underskirt. So that goes lined up here like this on the very bottom of that edge. Can you see that? So we're going to go ahead and put some glue on there and glue it down. Once you figure out what the pieces are for this one, it is relatively easy. It's just that initial trying to figure out what goes where. Okay. So those are your pieces, your underskirt. Now, I suggested this before, but suggest it again. If you want to do some shading, I would go ahead and do that before you started gluing, okay? Just because the clear glue, the wet glue, kind of does weird things. Okay, the next thing we need to do is get her pantaloons together. So we have to take this piece. So we're going to get her undies. And we're just going to take that. They're not even really underwear. They're just like, you know, short leggings. And glue that right on top, okay? So I'm just gonna put some glue on that here. And once again, use the stuff at the top to layer it up. So you've got the points here for her headband. So just go ahead and line all those layers up using that at the top, and then get it all lined up. And then you'll see where her arms come through, and there's her little legs. Her little legs, oh my. I love these things. They are so fun to put together. And it's so funny because I never thought I would like doing these. All right, next we want to put on her face. So we've got this piece, and we can poke these little things out where her eyes are. Now you could leave them in there if you want to, but I want to poke them out. Now, her eyes are going to show blue because there's little holes right there, right? But you can go back in with a marker, or if you want to leave them blue, you can. So go ahead and put some glue on this. And line it up again using the headband. The little points on the headband. And you'll see that. Okay. She still looks a little weird, but she's coming along, coming along. Okay, the next thing we want to do is the shirt. We don't want to put the hair on yet because the hair comes in front. Okay, so see how the hair comes in front of the clothes? We don't want to put the hair on yet until we get the last layer of the dress. Okay, so let's get that going. I need some more glue. Put that there. Come on, little glue babies. So we have our little dress. We're going to put that dress on, put some glue on the back of it. Now, this also has the little pieces that come out, and I'll put it down and then I'll show you what I mean, just because it'll make it easier to do. So you're going to put that on there right over those original pieces. All right, get it all lined up so she looks all cute. Yeah. You see that now? So see how it makes it look like here's the back of her dress, and then her little pantaloons are in between, and then there's the top of her dress. Okay, now if you can see, let me see if I can find something pointy to point with. If you can see, you see these areas here, that area, that, and these little wavy lines in here pop out because they're cut lines. So these little pieces cut out so that you could go back in and you could do a couple things. You could go back in, cut it twice, and then inlay it with a different color. You could pop them out and color those little things in. Or you could just cut them out and let the background show so that there will be blue stripes showing through in this case. Does that make sense? So if you look at this one, you could see that I let part of those lines. So the line on her shirt, and up here, I popped those out so that the background would show through. On the bottom of the dress, I left them in. Otherwise, they would be blue polka dot. Does that make sense? Okay, now the last thing we need to do, well, not almost the last thing, is to put on her hair. So this is going to go on next. Get it all lined up. We're going to put it on her hair. On her hair. Get her weave going. So we got that on there. Get it all mushed around. Okay, then we're going to put her headband on. So here's the little top part. Put some little dabs of glue on it. And you line it up right with the things that look like ears. And so when you put it on, you can see that that's her headband. And she's a little gluey right now because I'm trying to get this for you. And they don't take this long once you get going and knowing what you're doing. And you'll just have all your little fun. Then the last thing is this little, but the ends of the bow tie or whatever. So I'm just going to put some little glue on there. And then I'm going to put it right here at the V. Boop. And then let it all dry. Now, so she's so cute. Aren't they adorable? Now, what I would do too is take my, because I use black for the hair, I'm going to take, just as a tip, take a black marker. And so you don't see that little edge there, you can go through with your black marker and edge it up so that all the hair looks black. Like right around the edge. So you take that and edge it all up just like that. You want to be careful around the dress so you don't get it, but it won't matter on the hair because the hair is already that color. And you can even go over the hair if you want to. Boop, boop. Makes sense. And if you really want to go all out, you can just go ahead and take it all the way around and kind of outline it like that. I don't want to do that. I just want her hair done. And then I'm going to do the same thing over here because it's a little bit drier now. So I can go ahead and cover up that brown cardstock. And because you've done so many layers, it is pretty sturdy once it dries. So there you go on how to put that one together. All right, I hope you enjoyed that and that was helpful for you to see the little girls. Oh, they're so cute. Look at the little love anchors. They're so cute. I love them. They're adorable. So you know I'll be making some more blah, blah, blah. All right, see you guys later. Thanks for watching. I hope this tutorial helped. And I will be having some more tutorials on making some more of these cuties. See you later. Bye.